Hi guys, I'm Gillian and I'm here from About IT. Today we are sitting with Francois, who is a data analyst at About IT. And let's start with a good welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, Gillian. Thank you very much for inviting me to make this video with you today.
You're welcome. And Francois, what are you going to be discussing with us?
Today it's going to be an interesting video. It's going to be one of many to come. Preferably today we're going to do the cash manager report that we created.
Okay, and how do you display that?
So the cash manager report we're going to be displaying on an interactive dashboard.
Okay, is it automated?
Yes, always.
Okay,
of course, always automated.
Cool.
And yes, the main purpose of the report is to give preferably accountants and financial managers a brief overview or high-level overview of where the cash flow status is currently within the business.
Great, let's get started.
Awesome.
Francois, looking at the screen, I'm seeing a lot of different color blocks. I'm seeing different kind of graphs. Can you talk me through this?
Gladly, Gillian. So I'm going to start with the left-hand side and then we'll move over to the right-hand side, Gillian. On the left-hand side, it's nice colorful blocks. As you mentioned, it's the red, the green and the blue. They all serve a purpose, but I'm just going to high-level explain what they entail and what they mean. So I'm going to start with the first block over here that mentions the cash on hand, as it says. And currently we can see that the last closing balance for all the general ledger accounts for cash and cash equivalents is a negative 1.6 million. The first row over here, we can see it's the cash expected in 30 days and 60 days. This is the cash that you can expect from your debtors based on their terms from invoice date. And from there on, you can see how much money you can plan for. Now, of course, very important is the overdue amount, 2.64 million, as we can see right here. This will tell us all the overdue invoices. So this is money that's really supposed to be paid to you. So this is good money that you can recover. The same principle will be applied for the creditors, 30 days that you owe them and 60 days that you owe them, and of course the overdue invoices that you have with your suppliers. And then the last row at the bottom, it's going to show you just how many invoices are overdue from your customers and how many invoices you overdue for your suppliers. And then the last block here in the right hand corner is to give you a nice summary of what your predicted value of cash can be in 60 days. Based on all these logics applied and formulas, this is what you can expect to have in 60 days.
Okay, and Francois, can you talk me through the customers by invoices in the top right-hand corner?
Certainly. So the customers on the right-hand corner here, the top 5, it's a rank. So it's going to show me, based on how many invoices are overdue, which are the highest and which are the lowest. So it's telling me that there's 5 outstanding invoices, but it's not giving me an indication of the where, the what, and the how. So what we did here is we applied a drill-through functionality. So as soon as you right-click on the graph or the bar, you can activate the drill-through capabilities. What this will do is it's going to take you to a new page. And of course, this page is the accounts receivable overdue page. And this page will be filtered for the client that you chose.
Looking at this page, are you able to tell me the invoice numbers that are overdue?
Of course, that's very important. That's a good question, Gillian. How you will be able to see these invoices is by activating the drill-through functionality. Once you've activated it, a metadata or data behind just the client name will be displayed. And from here we can see all the invoice numbers, the invoice dates of when it was issued, their terms, and of course how far along they're overdue with their amounts.
Okay, and I understand what you've done for the receivables. What are you able to do for my payables?
Gillian, exactly the same. There are 2 ways you can go. You can either click on the accounts payables here at the bottom corner, or you can go back to a home page. And from here you can see the 5 overdue suppliers by invoices. You can choose anyone. Let's choose this client or this vendor as an example, and we activate the drill-through capabilities. And as you can see, the same principle applies. Activate the drill-through, open for the client. You'll see the goods received vouchers have been issued, and we still owe them money and how far along they are with our creditors.
Wow, okay. There's a lot of information. But I see there's still one tab we haven't covered yet, your cash summary. What is that all about?
Yes, so the cash summary is a little something extra we inputted or placed into this report, and I think it's actually quite important or very important. So what this cash summary page is displaying to us is the cash account balance movement by month. Keep in mind that this is a collective movement for all the cash equivalent accounts, for the general ledger, and of course the closing balances. On the left-hand side, you can see by the filters all the financial years that you'd want to work with, future and past. You can also filter by month. So if I want to filter, let's say for June, this table over here will filter, showing me my sub-accounts for the cash and cash equivalents. And I can go and have an indication of what's happening there, showing me the last closing balance for that relevant month. If we have a look at the current account here, we saw that for June 2018, it was a negative 3.5 million, rounded off. If I choose May, it will show me that it was a negative 4.3 million. So it's giving me a good movement. How do I know it? It indicates that for June there was a good movement. And then if I go along here, I can click on it and the bars will change. And if I hover over for the month of May, it will tell me that there's a negative 4.331 million for the highlighted account or sub-account for current account. And then you can just retrace your steps and everything goes back.
Great. Wow. Thank you very much for sharing this with us today, Francois. And guys, that's all from us. Tuning out. Bye.
Bye-bye.